Good evening and welcome to Game 4 of the day here at the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. As we get set for basketball, this one will match up Rocky Mountain against the Fighting Saints from St. Francis. The winner advances on to play Dordt tomorrow at 5:30 here at the DeWitt Gym. As the Dordt defenders earlier today, winners over Haskell Indian Nations 95-80. Let's look at the matchup between these two teams. First of all, for Rocky Mountain, they are 20-10 overall, 11-4 in the Frontier Conference. That is a team, that's a conference made up of 6 schools. They play 3 games against the 5 opponents to get to 15 games, and so you end up with some teams playing each other 4 times before all is said and done. The Rocky Mountain outscoring teams 66-56, outshooting teams from the floor 42% to 38%, three-point shooting 33% to 32%, rebounds per game 34 to 32, turnovers they commit 12 and they force 13 per game. Their losses this year include losses to Jamestown 72-65, and then 3 losses. Their last 3 losses, in fact, are to Providence 79-71, 68-53, and 69-50. They have won 7 of their last 10. They are 3-2 in their last 5 as Rocky Mountain. They are led by Sydney Deathman, 16.1 points per game, 5.7 rebounds. Gracie Leckvold is at 11.3 points per game and 5.5 rebounds, and Paige Wasson averages 11 points per game with 7 rebounds. For St. Francis and the Fighting Saints, they come out of the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference. They're 24-7 overall, 15-5 in the conference. They outscore teams 80-64. They convert 42% of their shots, and opponents are making 37% of their field goals. 3-point field goal shooting, St. Francis 33%, opponents 25%, and they're out rebounding teams 43-37. Turnovers per game, St. Francis 15, opponents commit 17. They are 9-1 in their last 10 and 4-1 in their last 5. Takara Harrison leads them with a 15.5 points per game average. Leilani Harris averages 15.3 points per game. And Lorelei Thormeyer is at 9.6 points per game with 3.2 assists per contest. We are a few minutes away from the start of this one. This is the Wireless World pregame show. Let's take a 2-minute break. And when we're back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for both teams right after this.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Dome. In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Homegrown. Community.
Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dordt Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Biblical truth shapes Dordt's worldview, giving students the wisdom to serve God and neighbor through their work and in their daily lives. Do all that God has created you to do at Dordt University.
Romeoville, Illinois, averaging 15.5 points per game. Number 3 is Lorelei Thormeyer, 6'4" junior from Frankfort, Illinois, averaging 9.6 points per game. Number 4, Simone Harrell, is a 5'11" freshman from Schaumburg, Illinois, averaging 6.3 points per game. And it looks like we do have a little bit of a shake-up to the lineup. Well, gotta double check that. Nope, that's correct. Number 12 is Amu Rang, a 6'3" senior from Australia, averaging 3.9 points per game. And number 20 is Lalani Harris, a 5'9" junior from Oaklawn, Illinois, averaging 15.3 points per contest. For Rocky Mountain, it'll be Sydney Deathman, number 2, a 6'3" senior from Brockton, Montana, averaging 16.1 points per game. Number 3 is Ileana Morin, a 5'5" junior from Richland, Washington, averaging 9.8 points per game. Number 14, Gracie Leckvold, a 5'5" senior from Scobie, Montana, averages 11.3 points per game. Number 23 is Paige Wasson, a 5'11" freshman from Whitewater, Montana, averaging 11 points per game. And Isabel Hagen is a 6'4" freshman from Whitfield, Montana. She's averaging 8.9 points per game. The Battling Bears are coached by Wes Keller. And we are just about set for basketball. The final game of 4 being played here at the DeWitt Gym today. Let's take a look and see if we have some updates on NAIA National Championship first round scores, men's basketball. Most games are in the books. There are a few that have gotten started. They're on the West Coast, including Dakota Wesleyan and the Masters. They'll play late tonight. Arizona Christian leads Westcliff 34-32. Southern Oregon leads Montana Tech 49-33. That's at halftime. These are all men's scores. Northwestern leads Graceland 42-32. Morningside defeated Hope International 86-77. Pikeville and St. Francis of Illinois, they're tied at 78 going to overtime. So we'll keep you up to date on that score as well. St. Francis controls the opening tap. This is Harrison, throws it into the left corner. Shot on the way, no good, but there for the rebound and the putback is Takara Harrison. Harrison with the 2-point basket. And the Saints lead 2-0. Now the tap out and controlled by Lalani Harris. Harris shot no good. But a foul on the play called on Rocky Mountain and Ileana Morin. And Moran is whistled for the personal foul. So Moran whistled for the personal foul. And free throws on the way for Lalani Harris. Harris will shoot 2. Free throw on the way for Harris. This one's up and good. She's got another one coming. She's an 83% free thrower. And the second free throw is up, and that one is good as well. So Lalani Harris makes it 4-0. St. Francis in front. St. Francis comes in with a better seed. That's why they're the home team. They lead 4-0. Shot from the corner, no good for Rocky Mountain. Rebound tapped out, and it's last touched by Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain in the green jerseys this evening. And the Saints inbounding the basketball after it was last touched by Rocky Mountain. Thormeyer brings the ball up the floor. Thormeyer passes right side to Harrison. Harrison throws it into the corner. Ball faked by Harris. Harris comes back out front. Throw it left corner. 3 on the way is up and good. And St. Francis out of the shoot quickly. They've got 7-0 lead, 5 points by Harris. Harris is one of the two leading scorers. They both average over 15 points per game. Do Harris and Harrison. Pass goes high post, and we've got a foul trying to deny the ball. That's going to go on Ring. Amal Ring whistled for the personal. That's foul number 1 on her. Trying to deny the pass into the post player. Isabel Hegem. Hegem, a 6'4" freshman. They throw it out to her. Release valve over the top. They look down low. Instead, a three-pointer put up from the wing, no good, and the rebound is controlled by the Saints. Saints basketball. Come back out front, and we're going to have a travel violation called. Unable to put the ball on the deck quickly enough was Harris, and Harris whistled for the travel, turns it over. Rocky Mountain trailing 7-0. So far it's been all St. Francis, and the Saints have a 7-0 lead so far. .8:15 and counting, first quarter. Rocky Mountain basketball, Wasson. Wasson goes to Hegem, back to Wasson. Wasson, layup good. Wasson with the 2-point bucket. He was freshman of the year in the Frontier Conference this year. Left side with it is Harris. Harris scoops it up, missed it. Rebound cleared by Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain with the basketball. They do not want to run typically. The scoring total a little lower. That time they do run, and a transition 3 for Wassum. Wassum with 5. All 5 points for Rocky Mountain up to this point. It's 7-5. 7-5 the score. Answering with a 3 for St. Francis is Thormeyer. Thormeyer knocks one down from the right wing. So the Battling Bears have the basketball. Come back right side, another right wing 3, this time by Leckvold. Leckvold knocks down the triple from the right wing, and we come back the other way. Bears basketball. Beg your pardon, Saints basketball. They give it to Harrison. Harrison down on the block, nothing there. Throw it back out to the Harrell. Harrell spins into the lane, tries to finish with a right hand. Shot is blocked out of bounds. Last touched by Rocky Mountain's Paige Wasson. And the Saints will throw it in. Left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Thormeyer to trigger it. Thormeyer throwing it in. And Thormeyer's pass over the top to Harrison. 3 to shoot, and we've got a hold called on Rocky Mountain's Gracie Leckvold. Leckvold whistled for the personal. Not many games still going on. Majority of them taking place late afternoon. And we've got another foul called on Rocky Mountain on the inbounds play. Deathman called for the personal. That's her first and the team's third. So with 6:42 left to go in the first quarter, Saints have the basketball. They give it up to Harrison. Harrison into the paint. Harrison stops underneath, cut off. Gets it back out front. Shot on the way. No good by Harris. Rebound deflected out, and we've got a foul on the play called on the rebound. That's going to go on Rocky Mountain. Bailey Johnson whistled for the personal foul. So the Dordt defenders await the winner of this one. They were victorious over Haskell Indian Nations earlier today. Throwing the ball in is Harrison. Harrison gets shot by Thormeyer, no good, and the rebound cleared. Here comes Rocky Mountain. Moran throws it underneath, keeping it up high. Short shot is good for Deathman. Deathman ties it up at 10. 10-10 our score. St. Francis calls for a set play from the sideline. This is Harris. Harris goes back over to Harrison. And we've got a foul called. And that's going to go on Leckvold, and that's number 2 on her. So far, the Rocky Mountain having a difficult time adjusting to the foul calls. And 4 minutes into this one, St. Francis is in the bonus. So free throws on the way for St. Francis. So Johnson will shoot the free throws. Harrison, that is, beg your pardon. Wrong last name. Takara Harrison makes the first free throw. And a second free throw on the way. Trying to extend the lead, and she does. It's 12-10. 12-10, Harrison makes both free throws. She's got 4. St. Francis comes with the double team in danger of a 10 seconds call. They get it across just in front of the 10-second call, does Rocky Mountain. Shot in the paint, no good. Rebound controlled by Deathman. Deathman shot in the paint, no good. She hits the deck, but she's fouled. And Deathman will go to the free throw line. She will shoot 2. That foul charged to St. Francis. I believe that one goes on Harrison. That's number 1 on her. We had a fair number of fouls called in the Dort-Haskell contest. And so far, we've got 7 whistles in this one, and we've still got a long ways to go in the first quarter. We had a lot of free throw shot. Dort versus Haskell. Making both free throws. Deathman makes 1 of 2. It's 12-11. She's got 3 points now. St. Francis and Harrison. The Saints have it. Saints with it on the right-hand side. Picks up her dribble, hesitates, double teamed, gets it underneath. Shot is up and good. Finishing at the rim for St. Francis was Harrell. Harrell with the 2-point bucket. It's 14-11. St. Francis is led by as many as 7. And right now it's a 3-point ball game. Coming up at halftime, we will check in with many of the scores from the NAIA Women's Championship. It is a challenge to track them all today simply because we got 32 women's games and 32 men's games to track. NCAA Division I National Championship Tournament has nothing on this field in terms of the bulk of basketball. We have a timeout on the floor. This will be a media timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
to 11. Rocky Mountain inbounding the basketball. Gracie Leckvold throwing it in left side of the lane as we face the hoop. They get it into Hagem. Pass underneath. Shot no good. And the rebound cleared by St. Francis. And the Saints bring it up the floor. Right corner. Three-pointer on the way from the wing is up and through. Abby Shepard with the 3 from the right corner. And St. Francis extends the lead to 17-11 with 4.5 left to go in the first quarter. Cross-court pass. Right wing, three, and answering for Rocky Mountain is Talon Black. Talon Black cuts it down to a 17-14 ball game. So 17-14. With it on the right wing, this is Shepard. Shepard goes back to Harris. Harris in the paint. And Leilani Harris with 7. And the St. Francis lead is back to 5 at 19-14. 19-14 the score. Rocky Mountain down by 5. They've got the basketball. They pass it on the wing to Haggam, and we've got a foul called underneath. It's going to go on Ring. A Mao Ring whistled for the personal. So far, Rocky Mountain 5 of 10 from the floor. St. Francis 6 of 10. Both shooting it well from the outside as well. Rocky Mountain 3 of 6. St. Francis 3 of 5 from the arc. And we've got a foul underneath, and that's going to go on St. Francis and Johnson. That's number 2 on Johnson. I beg your pardon, number 1 on her. I thought it was number 2, but only 1 up on the board for her. Pass goes into the post. Turnaround jumper missed, no good. Rebound and a foul on the rebound. Isabel Haggam got fouled on the play. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 3:39 left to play. First quarter of action. St. Francis leads 19-14. First free throw by Haggam is off the mark, no good. She's a 6'4" freshman from Winifred, Montana. That one's up and good, so she makes 1 of 2. 19-15. Saints basketball leading by 4. Throw middle of the floor, pass right side, 3, missed, no good, too strong. Weak side rebound is ripped away by Grace Leckvold. 3, missed, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Rocky Mountain. It will be St. Francis basketball. So the Saints will inbound the basketball. Takara Harrison checking into the ball game. And she will inbound the basketball. And bringing the ball up for the Saints is Thormeyer. Thormeyer with it at midcourt. Thormeyer in between the circles. She has it on the left wing. Goes back over to Harrison. Harrison, right elbow jumper is up and off the mark, no good, but the rebound taken back by St. Francis. This is Thormeyer, 17 to shoot as the shot clock recycles to 20. 12 seconds now. They give it up Harrison. Harrison, right side, and we've got a travel violation called on St. Francis and Simone Harrell. So Dort will have the winner of this one tomorrow at 5:30. With it on the right-hand side, Rocky Mountain Leckvold into the paint. They bring the double team, give it away, weak side, and the shot no good by Talon Black. And USF comes back the other way. St. Francis with it. St. Francis, the Saints with a 19-15 lead. Harrison. Harrison comes back out to Harris. Harris in traffic, and we've got a foul call. Foul called on Rocky Mountain. That's going to go on Haggam. So 19-15 our score. We've been stuck here for a little while now. Lauren Knight will check into the ball game, checking out Takara Harrison. Free throw is up and it rattles out, no good. Second free throw on the way. It's 19-15. 4-point difference. Second free throw is up and good, so it's back to a 5-point game at 20-15 after the made free throw by Lalani Harris. St. Francis breaks the press. They get it underneath. Sydney Deathman. Deathman with a 2. She's got 5. And the the Saints lead 20-17. They've got the basketball. Saints with it. Come back right side. 1:40 left to go in the quarter. Pass right side goes back to Thormeyer. Thormeyer to Harris. Harris 4 to shoot. Throws it right wing. 3 up and good. A 3-pointer by Lauren Knight. Lauren Knight gives St. Francis a 6-point lead as we approach the 1-minute mark of the period. Throw it into the corner. 3-pointer answering for Rocky Mountain. And Wassam with the 3. She's got 8 in the first quarter. And it's back to a 3-point ball game. 23-20. 1 minute left to go in the period. Left-hand side it goes to the block. Kick out pass. Another 3 from the wing. That one's too strong. No good. But there for the rebound and the stick back is Simone Harrell. Harrell with the putback. 25-20. St. Francis by 5. A little bit ahead of what their normal scoring average is. Right side wing 3, missed, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rocky Mountain. It will be St. Francis basketball. Harrell will throw the ball in. So Harrison will throw it in. Takara Harrison, 4 points so far. Lorelei Thormeyer brings it across the timeline, and St. Francis will hold for the final shot if they can. Less than a second difference, shot clock and game clock. Thormeyer has it. Thormeyer dribbling it out, comes back over to Harrison. Harrison throws it into the right corner. 4 seconds left to shoot. Now it comes Harrison. Harrison step back wing 3, missed, no good, and that's the end of the period. Our score, St. Francis 25, Rocky Mountain 20. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're watching NAIA National Championship first round play on the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Sioux Concrete Construction, Rob Sioux and owner, excelling in flat work, poured walls, and decorative concrete projects, dedicated to providing customers with a good experience and quality workmanship. SiouxConcrete.com.
St. Francis with a 25-20 lead. Rocky Mountain with the basketball. Moran with it. Moran gets the cross-court pass. Moran rifles it into the corner. 3 on the way for Rocky Mountain. Off the mark, no good, but there for the rebound and the putback. Missed shot underneath by Leckvold. 15 on the shot clock now. Leckvold gets it back out front. They go into the post. Lindsay has it taken away. Up the floor quickly is Harrison. Harrison with the right hand. Missed it, no good. And the rebound controlled by Rocky Mountain and Hagem. Hagem with the basketball, gives it up to Leckvold. Leckvold spins on the right elbow, and the ball deflected out. Last touch by St. Francis. It will be Rocky Mountain basketball. Winner plays tomorrow at 5:30 against Dort. That'll be the second game of the day here at the DeWitt Gym. Men's championship of the bracket will be played at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That'll be Dort versus Oklahoma Wesleyan. With it on the left wing. They go over to Wasson. Wasson baseline jumper missed it, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Harrison. Gets it over to Harris. Now back to Harrison. Harrison on the right wing. Into the block, Harris. Harris puts it up, blocked. And the rebound taken away by Rocky Mountain and Leckvold. Leckvold, cross-court pass, left wing. Moran, three, good. Moran with the three-pointer, and Rocky Mountain back to within two at 25-23. 25-23, St. Francis. Thormeyer picks up her dribble. She goes, free throw line, Harris. Harris turns, fires, no good, and a foul called on the rebound against St. Francis. And I think Corinne Fromm just got going downhill and couldn't stop her momentum. And it will be Rocky Mountain basketball, trailing by 2. They've got the length of the floor in front of them. St. Francis will show full court pressuring defense. Bringing it up quickly. This is Wasson, and we've got a turnover in the backcourt called against Rocky Mountain. It'll be St. Francis basketball. St. Francis thus far 8 of 19 from the floor, 42%. Rocky Mountain 8 of 20, 40%. Rebounding totals, St. Francis a 12-10 rebounding edge so far, even though they're giving away a fair amount of size. Right side pass, it goes to Harrison. Harrison shot in the paint, no good. Rebound tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by St. Francis. It'll be Rocky Mountain basketball? No. Waiting to see which way they signaled it. It appears it is St. Francis basketball. Nobody retreating. So Lauren Knight throws it in right side of the lane as we face the hoop. They throw it in to Shepard. Shepard with the basketball. Comes back right side. Knight. Knight three. No good. Rebound underneath, cleared by Rocky Mountain. Up the floor quickly. They get it ahead to Moran. Moran layup, no good. Everything but the finish for Wasson, and back we go the other way. Saints basketball, left-hand side. The drive by Shepard. Shepard around the horn. They come back over to Harrison. Harrison three, good. Takara Harrison with the three-point basket. She's got 7. And St. Francis extends the lead back to 5, 28-23. Thormeyer has it at the top of the key, angling with the right hand, picks up her dribble. She throws it left side. 3, missed, no good. And the rebound taken away by Harrison. Takara Harrison with the basketball up the floor quickly. Feeds the trailer Harris. Harris, 3, good. Lalani Harris with the 3. And just like that, the lead has been extended to 8, 31-23. And we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa. Life in the center of everything. Where we connect with friends, coworkers, family, and the great outdoors. Knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
Checking some of the men's scores. Pikeville of Kentucky has just beaten St. Francis of Illinois in men's play in overtime, 86-84. That one played at Grace College. So the Saints men eliminated in the first round. A steal by St. Francis after the timeout at midcourt, and the pass ahead and the layup for St. Francis and Shepherd. Shepherd with 5. It's now a 10-point lead as St. Francis extends it to 33-23. St. Francis basketball, left side Thormeyer, lob it underneath, and the ball tipped away by Harris. It will be Rocky Mountain basketball. Rocky Mountain throwing it in right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Moran to trigger it. So Moran will throw it in. And Moran looks over the top, finds Hagum into the paint. And it is deflected out. Last touched by Rocky Mountain. It will be St. Francis basketball. So St. Francis has the basketball. And the Saints will bring it up. Sizing things up. They pass to Harrison. Harrison goes short corner Harris. Harris back to Harrison. Three-pointer left wing, good. And St. Francis has things going right now. Corinne Fromm with the three-point basket. And they extend the lead to 13, 36-23. 36-23. Shot from the perimeter, and Rocky Mountain answers with a 3 by Paige Wassam. Wassam with 11 first half points, 9 of them from the three-point line. And the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline. St. Francis will get it back. So the Saints will change up their lineup. So the Saints triggering. They get the ball inbounded. Right wing 3. Another one, this time by Abby Shepherd. Shepherd with 8. And suddenly it's a 16-point lead for St. Francis. St. Francis pulling away here in the second quarter. Pass underneath, and they get it to the 6'3" senior, Deathman. Deathman with 7 points. Brings it back to 39-28 now. This was a 25-20 ball game at the end of the first quarter. A 14-8 run by St. Francis to start the second period. They throw it into the block. That's Harris. Harris shot no good. And the rebound is controlled by Johnson. I beg your pardon, that's controlled by Hagum. Hagum with the basketball. Hagum passes it off to Leckvold. Leckvold hesitates. She charges into the paint. And the Dordt defenders will await the winner of this one. And right now, St. Francis making their early statement with a double-digit lead. Harris catching fire. Her 3, good. She's got 9, and it's 42-28. Driving in with the right hand, laying it up and finishing with the right hand. Leckvold with the 2 on the drive. She's got 5. And the defender lead is 12, 42 to 30. 42-30, St. Francis basketball. Harrison setting things up and a little bit more flow to this game now. They get it back over to Harrison. Harrison shot no good. Pardon me, that was Harris with that shot. One wears 2, the other wears 20. One is Harris, the other is Harrison. Comes back out front, Deathman. Deathman with the basketball. Deathman gives it up, Wasson. To Leckvold. Leckvold splits the defense. She drives in, and Leckvold now with 7. Brings it back to a 10-point ball game, 42-32. Takara Harrison will bring it across the timeline. Harrison with it. Harrison, right-hand side, drives in. Cut off. Spins, back with the right, and shoots with the inside hand. Missed it. And the rebound taken away by Rocky Mountain. Leckvold will bring it across the timeline. Rocky Mountain trailing 42-32. A chance to bring the lead down to under 10. Pass comes out front. Throw it, Leckvold. Leckvold at the top of the key, puts it on the deck, 10 to shoot. Left-handed 3, missed no good. Reached after and picked off by Rocky Mountain's Angie Kavanaugh. Pass goes underneath, and the 2-point bucket is good by Deathman. And Rocky Mountain trims it back to an 8-point ball game, 42-34. 42-34. With the basketball, Harrison. Harrison gives it up, Knight. Knight into the paint, throws it back out. Harrison puts it on the deck. Harris trying to get around her player. Cut off, comes back over to Fromm. Fromm down to the baseline. Shot off the side of the backboard, no good by Knight, but she's fouled. And Knight will go to the free throw line, where she will shoot 2 free throws. Her team trailing 42-34 currently. So Knight will go to the free throw line. Foul is charged to Kavanaugh. That's her first. Free throw is off the mark, no good. 42-34. St. Francis by 8 with 1:57 remaining. Free throw is up and down, so Knight makes 1 of 2. It's 43-34. High scoring game so far. St. Francis 9 of 16 from the 3-point line. That has helped their cause significantly. Now they show pressure defense. Rocky Mountain has also committed 5 turnovers, while St. Francis has coughed it up twice. Shot from the right baseline, no good. Rebound cleared by Knight. Knight will bring the ball up the floor. Knight with it, goes left side. Harris gives it up to Shepard into the paint, and Harris is going to be called for a carry. It will be Rocky Mountain basketball. So Rocky Mountain will get it back with Paige Wasson. This is Leckvold. Leckvold, they throw it underneath to the post player, and getting position was Hagem. Hagem with 3. And it's a 7-point ball game, 43-36. Wasn't that long ago, it was a 14-point game at 42-28. Since then, an 8-1 run by Rocky Mountain. Driving in with the right hand and finishing over the top is Leilani Harris. Harris with 16. And that brings it back to a 9-point difference, and we have a foul called away from the ball. That's going to go on St. Francis and Abby Shepard. Shepard called for foul number 2. Under a minute to go till halftime. Coming up at halftime, we'll recap the numbers from the first half. We'll also take a look around at what else is happening in the NAIA. We'll have some highlights for you as well. Right side pass. Looking down low, comes back out front, Leckvold. Rocky Mountain gets it underneath, and the short shot by Leckvold. Leckvold now with 9. And it's a 45-38 ball game. Less than a second difference, shot clock and game clock. St. Francis will likely hold for the final shot. Takara Harrison dribbling it out front. She's got it on the left wing. They're going to try to clear out a side for her. Now she dribbles with the right hand, picks up the dribble, 7 to shoot. Look for the right corner, 3 on the way from the wing, missed it, no good. Ball is loose, 1 second remaining, and Rocky Mountain will run out the clock. 45-38, St. Francis leads Rocky Mountain at halftime of this NAIA National Championship first round play in Sioux Center, Iowa. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll take a 2-minute break on the Dordt Media Network, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in Sioux Center right after this 2-minute timeout.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? Now, this time of year is everyone's favorite. And no, I'm not talking about the welcoming of spring here in the cold Midwest. No, it's tax time, when we sometimes not so willingly file our tax returns and pay any remaining taxes due. Have you ever wondered, am I doing all I can to be tax efficient? Not just when I file my tax return, but throughout the year? And not just this year, but over the long term? And would additional tax-efficient strategies fit with the rest of my financial game plan? For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com or on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game. And remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. The Dordt Defenders await the winner of this one. St. Francis currently leads 45-38 over Rocky Mountain. And let's go ahead and run the highlights as we recap the first half of play. St. Francis got out to an early 7-0 lead. We were tied at 10. And then St. Francis able to extend the lead and led by 5 at the end of the first quarter, 25-20. Doing the bulk of the damage for Rocky Mountain was Gracie Leckvold. She ends up with 9 points at halftime, and Paige Wasson had 11. For St. Francis, much of their damage was done by Leilani Harris. She had 9 points on three-pointers. 16 points for the first half. St. Francis had as much as a 14-point lead at 42-28. But from there on out, Rocky Mountain outscored St. Francis 10-3. And that's where we are now at halftime, a 7-point difference, 45-38. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with a rundown of the numbers for the first half of play right after this 2-minute timeout.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
The Greenhouse, located in Hull and Sanborn, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center with a second location now in Sanborn.
Premier Bank has always understood the value of family. We recognize that as your family grows, your banking needs change, and we're here to help you each step of the way. We'll create a customized plan for easier and better banking and support you in making the most of every dollar, today and always. Visit epremierbank.com or stop by any of the 5 Premier Bank locations in Iowa or South Dakota to partner with a bank who's ready to grow with you.
Hi, this is Jennifer Jansen at Epic Realty. At Epic Realty, we take pride in providing professional real estate services with integrity and expertise. Give us a call or stop by our Sioux Center office and visit our website at epichomerealty.com.
Premier Bank is proud to support Dordt University. Visit epremierbank.com for locations and more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
More 45-38. Here are your numbers for the first half of this one, with St. Francis leading by 7. Rocky Mountain 15 of 32 from the floor, 47%. 6 for 14 from the three-point line, 43%. 2 for 4 on free throws, 50%. St. Francis an 18-16 rebounding edge. Turnovers, Rocky Mountain had 5 and St. Francis had 3. St. Francis 15 of 33 from the floor, 46%, 9 for 17 on threes, 53%, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, 75%. The Saints led in scoring by Leilani Harris with 16 points. Takara Harrison had 7, 4 for Simone Harrell, and 3 for Lorelei Thormeyer. 8 for Shepard, 4 for Knight, and 3 for Corinne Fromm. For Rocky Mountain, 11 for Paige Wasson, 9 each for Gracie Leckvold and Sydney Deathman, 3 for Eliana Moran, 3 for Isabel Hegem, and 3 for Taylon Black for their total of 38. They're led in rebounding by Gracie Leckvold with 5. She also had 4 assists. 45-38, St. Francis over Rocky Mountain at halftime. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more for you right after this 2-minute timeout.
Today's broadcast brought to you by the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, your trusted independent insurance agency in Northwest Iowa. Contact the Van Engelen-Hoven Agency, Sioux Center Advisors, Mark Hulsoff, Lisa Dykstra, or Kyle Blankers. Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamar's, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner & Zwart Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes. Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell providing professional attention to every detail. Today's broadcast brought to you by M&H True Value of Rock Valley. Behind every project is True Value. Start right. Start here.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning in to the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
See Proactive Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab when the aches and pains won't go away. Visit proactivephysicaltherapy.net when you want to get back to the activities you love.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home.
Let's check in with scores from around the NAIA today as we get into NAIA National Championship first round play. Women's basketball, Indiana Tech over St. Francis of Indiana, 64-60. Stillman defeats Rio Grande, 83-79. Marion upends St. Xavier, 73-63. It was Campbellsville over Lourdes, 77-49. Indiana Wesleyan, an 85-51 winner over Philander Smith. Cumberland's over Eastern Oregon, 62-51. Hastings over the College of the Ozarks, 112-84. Freed Hardman downs Johnson, 79-43. William Carey over Lindsey Wilson, 70-61. Bethel, an 86-56 winner over Sterling. Dordt defeated Haskell Indian Nations in women's play, 95-80. Dakota State over Montana Tech, 81-63. Williams Baptist over Millville, Alabama, 82-69. Kansas Wesleyan upsets Mid-America Nazarene, 70-69. And Langston leads Blue Mountain, 19-11. That's at the start of the second period. Briar Cliff defeats Spring Arbor of Michigan, 65-61. College of Idaho downs Providence in overtime, 58-56. It was Milligan over Oregon Tech, 83-74. Grandview leads Olivet Nazarene by 17 with 4:39 left to go in the game. With 4.5 left to go, Loyola leads Shawnee State 53-51. Huntington down to LSU Shreveport, or leads them 54-46 with 4:17 left to go in the game. That's a low-scoring one. Florida Memorial over Indiana Northwest, 62-54. Xavier of Louisiana over Southeastern of Florida, 77-59. Benedictine leads LSU Alexandria in the third quarter, 55-21. Governor State leads Arizona Christian at the end of the third period, 56-29. St. Francis of Illinois in the game you're listening to and watching, 45-38. They lead Rocky Mountain. Southern Oregon all over UC Merced, 75-46. And Mid-America Christian trails Northwestern 23-21 midway through the second period. Other games yet to be played. The Masters versus Dakota Wesleyan and Langston. Columbia will play Lewis Clark State of Idaho. Jamestown trailing Georgetown of Kentucky 49-28. And Carroll is facing Wayland Baptist this evening. Let's take another 1-minute break and we'll be back with the second half, and we'll have a look at some of the men's scores as well right after this 1-minute timeout.
Homegrown. Community.
Family.
Innovators.
Growth.
Faith.
Legacy.
We are dedicated to egg.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University. Thanks for watching.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928. Today's broadcast brought to you by Flooring and Design in Sioux Center. Whether you are building a new home, remodeling your current home, or wanting to freshen up your decor, we can help make your home as unique as you. Stop in to see us at Flooring and Design.
45-38. St. Francis leads Rocky Mountain by 7. Men's scores. Cumberland's defeats Milligan 85-71. Life over Johnson 93-82. Spring Arbor an 83-81 winner over Cornerstone. Langston down St. Mary 64-51 in men's play. Oklahoma Wesleyan over Mid-America Christian 80-69. Indiana Wesleyan defeats Madonna 96-77. Mobile drops Indiana Northwest in double overtime 99-91. St. Mary of the Woods defeats Dalton State 74-67. Freed Hardman over Indiana Southeast 69-57. Central Baptist downs William Carey 97-82. Bethel over Peru State 83-69. And the Dordt Defenders winners over Dickinson State 90-58. No report on Carolina and Grace. That one should be completed by now. Kaiser defeats Faulkner 90-75. Oregon Tech over Indiana Tech 87-78. Georgetown a winner over LSU Shreveport 92-78. Huntington down Lords 77-51. It was Concordia holding on to beat Bethel, Kansas 79-76, and Nelson defeats Middle Georgia State 85-74 in men's play. Pikeville over St. Francis in overtime 86-84. William Woods down Dillard 110-62. We resume play. Both teams fail to convert on their first possessions. Quickly up the floor is Thormeyer. Thormeyer back outside Harris. Harris three, no good. Long rebound taken by Hagem. Hagem with the basketball. Hagem back outside, a long three, in and out, no good. Rebound tapped and controlled by Wasson. Wasson gives it up to Leckvold. Leckvold throws it, left corner, Deathman. Deathman into the paint, double teamed, and we've got a foul called. Isabel Hagem fouled on the arm. That's going to go against Harrison. It's number 2 on her. And the ball tapped out and chased into the backcourt with the basketball. Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain splitting the defense as Leckvold throws it left wing three. Good. Moran with 6. And it's as close as it's been in a while. 45-41, a 3-point ball game. This is as close as Rocky Mountain has been since it was 25-23, and now a foul called underneath. Foul called on Leckvold, and Gracie Leckvold picks up her 3rd in the process. Takara Harrison will go to the free throw line. She'll shoot 2. Free throw is up. Free throw is good. Harrison makes the first. She's got another one coming. Trying to extend the lead. 46-41. Second free throw is up and good. It's 47-41. So St. Francis answers after Rocky Mountain crawled to within 4. Responded with a a pair of free throws to make it 47-41. This is Moran. Moran works out a double team, throws it, reversal, goes right corner. Underneath it goes to the post player, and unable to finish inside was Hagem. Here comes St. Francis and Thormeyer. Thormeyer throws it, left wing, Shepard. Kick out pass, 3 on the way, good. Thormeyer with the three-point bucket makes it 50-41, so back-to-back baskets turn it into a 9-point game again. They throw it into the post, and we've got a foul called against Simone Harrell. Harrell called for the personal. And they throw the ball in. Tipped and controlled by Rocky Mountain, and a travel violation called on Rocky Mountain and Paige Wasson. We get going again at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with the men's contest, followed by the women's game at 5:30 for the right to move on to the respective final sites in Kansas City and Sioux City. St. Francis basketball. Out front, Harrison. Harrison, kick out pass, 3 on the way from the right wing, good. So St. Francis answering the challenge by Rocky Mountain with 8 unanswered. And it's back to a 12-point game, 53-41. Driving in, scooping it up with the right hand, missing on the drive. Everything but the finish for Moran, and here comes St. Francis. Backdoor cut, wide open, and the layup is good for St. Francis and Harris. Harris with 18. And the lead grows to 14, 55-41. Biggest lead of the ball game for Rocky Mountain. They throw it underneath. Shot is up, no good, but a foul on the play. And Takara Harrison will go to the free throw line. The foul went on Harrison. Waiting to check and make sure I get the number correct on who this is shooting free throws. In and out, no good. That is Deathman. Deathman misses the first free throw. She had 9 points in the first half. Second free throw left it short, no good. Long rebound though, picked off by the post player. Rocky Mountain maintains possession of it. Hagem got the rebound. Now thrown by Leckvold. Leckvold has her pass tipped out of bounds. It will be Rocky Mountain basketball with 12 seconds on the shot clock. 6:45 left on the game clock. 55-41. Moran will throw it in right side of the lane as we face the hoop. And Moran throws it in over the top. She finds Hagem. 8 to shoot. Back to Moran. Moran, kick out pass. Wing jumper, missed it, no good. And the rebound is cleared by Ring. Amal Ring with the rebound. Pass comes right side. They throw it to Fromm. Comes back Fromm. Fromm, right wing 3, good. Fromm with 6. 58-41, and St. Francis threatening to run away with this one, and Rocky Mountain needs a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charged to Rocky Mountain, trailing by 17. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family owned and located in downtown Sioux Center.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ski-Bout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Ski-Bout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Ski-Bout and see the difference. Today's broadcast brought to you by Prairie Life Chiropractic, combining skill and expertise that spans the entire chiropractic, acupuncture, and physical health spectrum. They want you to move better and live better.
58-41, a 17-point lead opened up here by St. Francis. So right now the Saints in the driver's seat, bidding for a spot in the 5:30 game tomorrow afternoon. Early evening, they pass it into the post, does Rocky Mountain. They get it to Deathman. Deathman with 11 points. And that stops the run, but that was a 13-0 run after Rocky Mountain had cut the lead to 45-41. It's 58-43 right now, so 15-point margin to make up. St. Francis has the basketball. Harrell, 10 to shoot. Harrell driving in with the left hand, puts it up, shot blocked, but a foul on the play. That's going to go against Rocky Mountain's Paige Wasson. Wasson commits the personal. St. Francis, Simone Harrell will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Simone Harrell with 4 points thus far. First free throw is up and good. Harrell with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and another free throw on the way for Harrell. She's a freshman from Schaumburg, Illinois, and she makes that one. She's got 6 points, and it's back to 60-43, so a 17-point lead. St. Francis playing defense. Rocky Mountain throws it in. This is Moran. Moran goes back left side Leckvold. Leckvold at the top of the key, angling off right elbow. And she steps out of bounds, does the player in the right corner, Paige Wasson. Wasson a little bit too deep. Rocky Mountain scored 5 points here in the third quarter. Had a significant dry spell that allowed St. Francis to get a significant lead. Driving left hand side into the paint. Shot is up and no good by Harrison. And the rebound controlled by Rocky Mountain. Battling Bears coming back the other way. Leckvold. They throw it into the post. Nothing there. Hegem has to chase it into the corner. Comes back to the guard, Wassum. Kick out pass. 3 right side. Good. Wasson with the 3-point bucket. She's got 14. And Rocky Mountain back to within 14 at 60-46. Some point they got to string some stops together. Harrison with the basketball. Harrison gives it up to Thormeyer. Thormeyer spins into the paint. Thormeyer with the right hand, missed it, short, no good. And the rebound corralled by Harrison. Harrison coming back the other way. Right side they go with it. Underneath, and we've got a foul underneath. That's going to go against Harris. Leilani Harris whistled for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on her. And we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Volink Enterprises Incorporated, building homes for families and businesses in Northwest Iowa since 1962. Let's work together to bring your vision into reality. Volink Enterprises Incorporated.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
Today's Dort Media Network broadcast, brought to you by Cruise & Cruise PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lamars, helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Zwart Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere.
At the line, shooting 2,
Hegem will shoot 2 free throws. She's got 3 points so far. She's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. She's got another one coming. 4 points now for Hegem. 60-47 pending another free throw on the way. Her free throw is up and good. 60-48, so this following much the same pattern as the first half did. St. Francis expanded the lead. Rocky Mountain bringing it back, trying to get it back to a little more manageable. Bringing the ball up the right sideline is Harrell. They throw it into the corner and a three-point basket. Good. Count the hoop, and she is fouled. So the three-point bucket is good. The foul goes against Moran, her second. And an opportunity at the four-point play coming here for Shepherd. Shepherd with 14 by my count. And a free throw on the way, trying to extend the lead. Free throw is up, and the free throw is off the mark, no good. 63-48. Dort awaits the winner of this one tomorrow at 5:30. Three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound corralled by Moran. Moran with it out front, in between the circles, comes back to Lechvold. Lechvold throws it into the corner, right side three, missed, no good. And stepping out of bounds, trying to get to it was Shepherd, and she was just caught in no man's land that time. Couldn't reel it in, and couldn't get enough on it to save it in. Harrison checks out of the ball game. 3:43 left to go in the game, in the third period, that is. Pass it down into the block, Harrison. Harrison shot blocked, but a foul on the play. And Takara Harrison will go to the free throw line. Pardon me. Sydney Deathman will go to the free throw line. Deathman with 11 points. She's 1 of 4 from the free throw line, though. Shooting a pair here. She missed 2 earlier in the half. Free throw is up and good. She's got another one coming. And a second free throw on the way. This one's up and good as well, so it's back to a 13-point game, 63-50. This is the fourth of 4 games here at the DeWitt Gym today on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. Lorelei Thormeyer has it on the left wing. Thormeyer gives it back to Harrison. Harrison, left hand, shot no good, but there for the rebound, and the putback is Ring. Nobody blocked her out. She got free for the two-point basket. It's 65-50. Thormeyer with it in between the circles, angling off to the right-hand side. Gets it to Lechvold. Lechvold into the paint. Kick out pass back to Moran. Moran thought about the three, now puts it on the deck instead. 10 to shoot. Reversal. Left side, Wasson. Wasson back out front, Lechvold. Lechvold shot blocked. Rebound cleared. Here comes Thormeyer. Thormeyer coming back the other way. Her shot no good. Tried to draw the foul. No call made. Wasson up the floor. Pass it over the top, and underneath for the two-point bucket is Sydney Deathman. Deathman with 15. She averages 16 points per game. And it's back to a 13-point game, 65-52. Rocky Mountain has been there a couple of different times. St. Francis has the basketball. Harrison flips it up with the right hand, drew the foul call. And Madeline Hagum whistled for the personal, her first. Checking the foul situation for both teams. Rocky Mountain, 3 fouls on Lechvold. She's the only player on the floor with 3 for them. For St. Francis, Ring and Harrison both have 3, and Ring has just checked out of the ball game. Free throw for Harrison is up and through. She's got another one coming. 66-52. 14-point lead for the Saints. And the second free throw is up and through as well for Harrison. Harrison with 10. It's 67-52. With the basketball on the right-hand side, Rocky Mountain. Throw it into the corner. 3 on the way. No, decides against it. That was Lechvold. Thought she was going to pull the trigger. She doesn't. Instead goes to Wasson. Wasson underneath. Short shot, no good by Madeline Hagum. And here comes St. Francis. St. Francis across the half-court stripe. They'll call a set play with 12 minutes left to go in the game. That's left to go in regulation. With it is Harrison. Harrison on the right side. Hesitation dribble. Kick out pass. Comes back to Harris. Harris flips it up with the right hand. Good. Harris with 20. 69-52. Coming back the other way, Rocky Mountain. Gracie Leckvold with it. Her team down 17, in danger of falling too far behind. Right now you still have a shot, but it gets more and more difficult. Shot in the paint, no good by Deathman, but she's fouled. Foul goes on Harrell. That's number 2 on her. And free throws on the way for Deathman. Deathman, senior from Brockton, Montana. She had 9 points at halftime. She's tacked on another 6 since then. Free throw is up and good for Deathman. She's got another one coming. 69-53. Trying to make it a 15-point game, and she does. 69-54. Deathman now 4 of 6 in the second half from the free throw line. 5 of 8 for the ball game. As a team, St. Francis 12 of 15 from the free throw line, while Rocky Mountain 8 of 12 as a team. Three-pointer left wing off the mark, no good. Both teams have cooled off here in the second half from the three-point line. Rocky Mountain from the three-point line today, 8 of 20. St. Francis still shooting well above 50%. They're 13 of 23 from long range. So Deathman will shoot another 2 as she was fouled on the rebound. Golden opportunity here for Rocky Mountain to get back to within striking distance before the end of the third period. Trailing by 14, 69-55. Second free throw on the way for Deathman. That one's up and skips off, no good. Deathman makes 1 of 2. 69-55. Driving in is Harris. Harris able to get to the lane. She's got 22 today. Came in averaging 15.3 points per game at 71-55. 71-55 our score. Right hand side. Rocky Mountain step back triple on the way is good. Black with her second 3 of the day. It's 71-58. St. Francis is up 13 with the basketball. 4-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Dribbling it out front is Harrison. Harrison, 9 to shoot, still dribbling, throws it into the right corner. Knight drives in, right hand shot, no good. 7 seconds remaining. Outlet pass, Rocky Mountain across half court, 5 seconds. And the ball tapped away from behind, and Rocky Mountain will have a chance to inbound the basketball in front of their bench with 2.8 seconds remaining. And a chance here. A chance here to get back to within 10 with a made 3. 71-58. Defenders down 13. Battling Bears down 13. Pass to the top of the key. Ball fake. 3 from the wing. Off of the glass. No good. Madeline Hagum got a look at it. Unable to knock it down. 71-58 the score. We head to the fourth quarter. Rocky Mountain 13 points to make up as we head to the fourth period. 71-58. St. Francis in front. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with the fourth and final quarter of today's women's basketball game right after this.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Dome. In the Dome, we have a space available for 2 full-size softball fields. However, this space is also utilized by the football, baseball, and soccer teams, as well as for other various athletic events. Another great thing about the American State Bank Sports Complex is that it's not just for Dordt athletes. It's for the entire community, whether that's high school soccer leagues, open turf time, or even a space for intramurals. Hope you stop by soon.
Well, Rocky Mountain has it back. They trail by 13. And they've got 10 minutes to make up those needed points. Pass goes to the elbow, and we've got a foul called on the entry pass to the elbow. That's going to go on Harris. That's number 2 on her, 71-58. Rocky Mountain throwing it in, left side of the lane. Leckvold to trigger. And Leckvold's pass deflected, and it's taken away. Here comes St. Francis. St. Francis to Harris. Harris, her layup is good. She's got 22. Beg your pardon, 24 now. And it's back to a 15-point game, 73-58. Rocky Mountain had a chance to trim into it further, had the ball to start the period. Now a 3 from the right wing is good. Gracie Leckvold with 12. 73-61. USF by a dozen. St. Francis has it. St. Francis on the left side, Harris. Harris has the hot hand, 24 so far, into the paint. And she's going to be called for double dribble. So a double dribble called on Harris. She's going to check out of the ball game. Rocky Mountain down by 12. They've got the basketball. Trying to make it a single-digit ball game with a 3. Walking it up is Black, Taylon Black, getting extended minutes right now for Rocky Mountain at the beginning of the 4th period. They pass it to Hagum. Hagum back over to Leckvold. Leckvold, 3, left side, good. 3-point basket, Paige Wassum, 17 points for her. It's back to a single-digit ball game, 73-64. St. Francis basketball, they call for a set play. They get it over to Harrison. Harrison comes back out front, Harrell. Harrell to Harrison. Harrison into the paint, cut off. Throws it back out to Thormeyer. Thormeyer, 3, rattles, no good. Rebound cleared by Wasson. Wasson with the basketball, passes ahead to Deffman. Deffman dumps it off underneath. Shot no good from short range, but a foul on the play. Foul's called on Ring. And that's number 4 on Ring. So 2 free throws on the way. Rocky Mountain just kind of hanging in there in this one, staying relatively close. They've trailed most of the ball game. And in fact, they have never had the lead. Free throw is up. Free throw is good for Black. Got down 7-0 right out of the chute. Had it tied at 10. Trailed 45-38 at halftime. Down 45-41 to start the second half. But a pair of made free throws, and it's a 7-point ball game. As they're now on a 8-0 run. 73-66, St. Francis Thormeyer. Thormeyer gives it up, Harrison. Harrison into the paint. Harrison, nothing there, goes back outside. This is Harrell. Harrell scooping it up with the right hand, and a foul on the play called on Rocky Mountain. That's going to go on Deffman. So Deffman whistled for the personal, her second, and free throws coming here for Harrell. Harrell 2 for 2 so far, trying to stop the 8-0 run right now for Rocky Mountain. First free throw is in and out, no good. Well, this one could get interesting yet. 7:52 left to go in the game. That's in regulation. Second free throw is up and good, so 1 of 2 for St. Francis. They're back up by 8, 74-66. And a made free throw that time for Harrell, 1 of 2. She's got 7. Rocky Mountain turns it over as they bring it into the front court, and the layup is up and good. So a steal and a lay-in for Harrell, and it's suddenly back to a 10-point ball game, 76-66. Rocky Mountain just unable to hang on to the ball and mount a serious threat. They've had chances here in the second half. And Gracie Leckvold penetrating and persisting, and finally draws the foul. Had a player on her hip. And she got into the paint and got fouled on the play, and Harrison will check back into the game for St. Francis. St. Francis, every time Rocky Mountain has made a little bit of a charge, they have had an answer. Free throw is up and no good. For Rocky Mountain today, they're 11 of 17 from the free throw line, leaving points on the table. Second one is up and good for Leckvold, so Leckvold makes 1 of 2. And it's 76-67. Well, with that 30-second shot clock, still plenty of time. Can't bleed it out. You've got to put the ball up every 30 seconds. Shot partially blocked, and the rebound is cleared by Taylon Black. Black with the basketball for Rocky Mountain. They trail by 9. They've been as close as 8. Pardon me, they were as close as 7. Now they turn it over, unable to get a shot off. I beg your pardon, a three-pointer by Leckvold was off the mark, and now St. Francis will start to work clock a little bit. They clear out for Harrison. She throws it into the corner, Thormeyer. Thormeyer on the elbow, back right side, Harrell. Harrell down to the baseline. They bring a double team as she puts her back to the basket. And the right-handed layup, and twisting it in is Lalani Harris. She's got 26. And St. Francis extends the lead back to double digits at 78-67. We have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at Casey's Bakery. We'll be back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for your next project? Look no further than Rental, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. Rental, your regional equipment rental experts. Visit them online, rental.com, or call 712-722-3928.
$78-67 our score. Rocky Mountain down by 11. They've got the basketball. St. Francis playing from in front the entire contest. Rocky Mountain trying to make a game of it again, trailing by double digits. They had the lead down earlier. They had trimmed it all the way back to 74-66, beg your pardon, 73-66, and had the basketball. Failed to convert though, and now Rocky Mountain has the basketball, trailing by 11. So St. Francis playing from in front. Every time Rocky Mountain has made a threat, St. Francis has had an answer. 10 to shoot for Rocky Mountain. They throw it on the wing to Wasson. Wasson, right side, 3, missed, no good by Taylon Black. Sophomore from Bozeman, Montana, unable to knock it down. She's averaging just 1 point per game. She's played a lot, though, here in the fourth quarter. Abby Shepard with it. USF taking their time, 5:38 remaining. Now they'll work the clock. They throw it out to the perimeter. Picking it up is Shepard. 2 to shoot, and the shot is blocked out of bounds by Harrison. And a shot clock violation on Rocky Mountain. Beg your pardon, a shot clock violation on St. Francis. It'll be Rocky Mountain basketball. So St. Francis will now back up and play defense and try to put together another stop. Leading by 11, they're in the driver's seat. Trying to earn a spot opposite Dort tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 for the right to move on to Sioux City and the round of 16. Left side wing three off the mark, no good, and the rebound corralled by Harrison. Harrison will walk it up the floor. Harrison has the basketball. Harrison across the timeline, picks up her dribble, hands it off left side Thormeyer. Thormeyer driving in with right hand. Back out front it comes. Ring to Harrison. Harrison with it. Harrison back to Harrell. Harrell with it. Basketball goes right side Thormeyer. Thormeyer all the way underneath. Kick out pass. Three on the way is good. Big shot by Harrell. Extends the lead to 81-67. Now it gets tough. Rocky Mountain not much room for error. Trailing by 14. St. Francis on the defensive end. This is Shepard on the defense. They get it underneath, and the post player, Hegem, with the 2-point bucket. She's got 7, averaging 8.9 points per game. And the lead is 12 again for St. Francis. St. Francis with it, Harrison. Harrison into the paint, and she backs her way in. She's going to get called for traveling. 4:08 left to play in regulation. St. Francis 81, Rocky Mountain 69. Rocky Mountain's got the ball. Closest they have been in the second half was 45-41 to start the second half of play, and St. Francis had a prompt 13-0 response to that. 3 on the way, no good. But a foul called on the rebound. Rocky Mountain going up for the rebound, and that's the 6'4" freshman Isabel Hegem, that is, fouled. This is a tall Rocky Mountain lineup. Hegem and Deathman both go 6'4" and 6'3" respectively. First free throw is up and good for Hegem. Makes it an 11-point ball game, 81-80. Seems like, 81-70. That seems like that's where this one has been most of the night. Rocky Mountain just hanging in there, and St. Francis stiff-arming them most of the way. Harrison now fouled in the backcourt as Rocky Mountain shows pressure defense. That foul is charged to Moran, and that's foul number 3 on her. Well, I can't say enough about the volunteer crew and the student employees here at Dordt University and the job they have done in administering a great day of basketball here. No small undertaking. A lot of expectations with the national tournament first round, and all of those folks have risen to the challenge today, from social media to photography to video and to the table crew. Thormeyer into the paint. Thormeyer turns. Her shot no good. Rebound fought for and picked off by St. Francis. Put back no good. And here comes Rocky Mountain with a chance again, and the three-point play opportunity coming as Ileana Moran is fouled on the layup attempt. Foul's going to go on Leilani Harris. Harris whistled for her third. And Rocky Mountain keeping St. Francis' palms sweaty. Getting down to that white knuckle time, and Rocky Mountain has just done enough to stay in it. Missed the free throw though, and St. Francis has the basketball. That's the 6th missed free throw by Rocky Mountain today. Still an 8-point ball game, under 3 to go. Pass left side Harrison. Harrison, they jam on the double team on the pick and roll. And the three from the left corner is Harris. Harris unmolested on that one, 84-73. And it's an 11-point game again for St. Francis. We're going to have a foul called as Moran takes it to the hoop again. She gets fouled. And Moran will go to the free throw line. Earlier, she had a chance. Cut the lead down to 7. Missed on the three-point play opportunity. Now she's shooting 2 as Rocky Mountain is in the bonus from here on out. First free throw up and through. And a second free throw coming. 84-74. St. Francis by 10. And now 9. For Moran, that's 10 points. 84-75. Right-hand side, they get it to Thormeyer. Thormeyer to Harrell. Harrell working her way in with 2:27 remaining, and we've got a foul called against Rocky Mountain. And Moran. And for Moran, that's number 4 today. And inbounding the basketball will be Harrison. Harrison throws it into the block. Harris facing up against Hagum. And the 2-point bucket. 31 now for Leilani Harris. And it's an 11-point game again, 86-75. Thormeyer driving in, Moran driving in, but a foul called. With 2:05 remaining. And Moran getting to the free throw line repeatedly. Moran so far today. Free throw is, I beg your pardon, this is not Moran, but rather Deathman. Deathman goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. 86-75, first free throw, no good. Second one is good. And it's a 10-point ball game, 86-76. Harrison brings the ball up the floor with the left hand, all the way down to the baseline. Cut off. Harrison picks up her dribble, and we have a timeout on the floor, charged to St. Francis. 1:57 remaining in regulation. St. Francis 86, Rocky Mountain 76. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're watching NAIA National Championship first round play from the DeWitt Gym in Sioux Center. This time out brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds. St. Francis inbounding with 1:57 left to go in the game. 20 seconds on the shot clock. They throw it back out front to Harrison, and they'll try to squeeze some seconds off of the shot clock and the game clock for that matter. Scooping it up with the right hand is Takara Harrison. Takara Harrison with the 2-point bucket, and it's 88-76. 1:37 remaining, and now Rocky Mountain, they're going to need some things to happen. They're going to need some breaks and some things to go their way, and they miss a 3-pointer. Now St. Francis with the chance to seal it. Harrell with the basketball. Thormeyer has it. Thormeyer back out front to Harrison. Harrison with it in between the circles. Harrison has the basketball. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Rocky Mountain's going to let it play out for the time being. Harrison has it on the right side. 7 to shoot. Under a minute to go now. She drives in, puts it up, shot no good. And the rebound cleared. Here comes Rocky Mountain down by a dozen, 88-76. Got to convert on every offensive opportunity now. Reversal, back over to Moran. Moran 3, missed everything, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Rocky Mountain. It will be St. Francis basketball. St. Francis with the basketball, 43.9 seconds remaining. And St. Francis will bring the ball into the front court. They come back right side, Thormeyer. Thormeyer with it. And Rocky Mountain commits a foul. That's foul number 4 on Rocky Mountain. They had a foul to give. And we're going to have new players checking in for Rocky Mountain. This is Brenna Lindsay. Lindsay will check in. Sydney Deathman will check out with her team down by 12 with 32.3 seconds remaining. Looking like Rocky Mountain season will come to an end at 20-11. Here in the first round of the NAIA National Championship, St. Francis will extend their season. They'll be playing tomorrow at 5:30 against Dort here at the DeWitt Gym. Reach-in foul called against against Moran. Moran whistled for her 5th, and she will foul out of the ball game. 2 free throws on the way. Angie Cavanaugh will check in for Rocky Mountain. So everything is much as set for tomorrow. Men's play at 3 o'clock. It'll be Oklahoma Wesleyan versus Dort. That'll be at 3. Following the conclusion of that one, it'll be the women's contest. Dort versus St. Francis. And again, that is scheduled for a 5:30 start time tomorrow afternoon back here at the DeWitt Gym, with berths at Kansas City and Sioux City in the round of 16 on the line. Bailey Johnson converts a free throw. And St. Francis leads by a baker's dozen, 89-76. Bringing the ball up the floor is Harrell. Harrell with it, picks up the dribble. She comes back out. This is Cavanaugh. Cavanaugh throws it left wing. 3 is up and through for Wasson. Paige Wasson with the 3-point bucket. She's got 9. It's a 10-point ball game, 89-79. And St. Francis will dribble out the clock, and they will play Dort tomorrow afternoon at 5:30 for the right to move on to Sioux City. They'll be playing in the second round tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back to wrap things up from the DeWitt Gym. Right after this, this is NAIA National Championship first round play on the Dort Media Network. Back with more in a minute.
A lot of what was in the program was very useful. I've continued to implement leadership lessons from the MPA program. There were some professors who were just really, really sharp, clearly knew their thing, just absolutely down pat. They really shared a lot about themselves. They shared their knowledge in terms of the field that they were teaching in. They couldn't help but inspire you to do well in their class.
Today's Dort Media Network livestream broadcast is produced by the students of Dort University. Thanks for watching.
Go, 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 go.
Well, we're here for the Wireless World postgame show. St. Francis defeats Rocky Mountain 89-79, and they never trailed. Jumped out to a 7-0 lead. It was 10-10 at the end of the midway through the first quarter. It was 25-20 St. Francis at the end of the period. 25-23. Rocky Mountain scored a 3-pointer to cut it down to 2. St. Francis expanded the lead to double digits, led by 7 at halftime, 45-38. In the second half, Rocky Mountain scored the first 3 points of the second half to trail it to get down 45-41. Let's go ahead and run those highlights as well. Rocky Mountain saw St. Francis extend the lead on a 13-0 run to go up 58-41. And for all intents and purposes, it was Rocky Mountain trying to come from behind, and St. Francis, every time Rocky Mountain made a little bit of a threat, St. Francis had an answer. Rocky Mountain stayed in it with some of their three-point shooting, but in the end it was a 31-point performance by Leilani Harris for St. Francis that pushed them through to the win. The numbers for St. Francis: 30 of 62 from the floor, 48%, 15 of 26 on threes, 58%, 14 of 20 from the free throw line, 70%. For Rocky Mountain, they were 25 of 58 from the floor, 43%, 12 for 31 on threes, 39%, 17 of 24 from the free throw line, 71%. Rocky Mountain 36 rebounds, St. Francis 33 turnovers. St. Francis had 6, Rocky Mountain had 10. Individual numbers. First of all, for the winners, St. Francis advancing on to play tomorrow. Harris had 31 points on 12 of 23 shooting. She also had 4 rebounds. 13 points for Harrison. She also had 6 rebounds and 7 assists. Harrells had 12 points and 7 rebounds. Thormeyer had 6. Shepard scored 14. 4 for Knight, 6 for Fromm, and 1 for Johnson. For Rocky Mountain, they were led by Wasson's 20 points, 5 rebounds. She also had 2 assists, 19 points for Deathman with 6 rebounds. Moran had 10 points, and Leckvold scored 13. Hagema had 9, and Black scored 8 for Rocky Mountain. St. Francis advances on with an 89-79 win. They play Dordt tomorrow afternoon at 5:30, and Oklahoma Wesleyan and Dordt men will play at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the right to move on to Kansas City. So that is going to do it for our broadcast. This has been a production by the Dordt Media Network and Dordt University Athletic Communication Office. Dordt Media Network is under the direction of Rich Lodewijk, and the Athletic Communication Office includes Matt Boss and Josh Tatton. Both are staffed primarily by Dordt University students. Dordt Media Network operators today: Noah Zylstra, Hannah Jeremy, that is, Samantha Wilbur, Evan Young, Tyler Vandermolen, Sean Solano, Amber Liu, Lynn Marie Termolen, Marcus Seifert, Nathaniel Herman, and Marin Hettinga. For everyone here at Dordt University, till tomorrow, have a good evening.